Right, Monday morning, not going to work today because we are just south of Plymouth, which is over there somewhere. I can see the faint outline of the land, but I doubt you can see it on the video. It's behind that fishing boat over there. Nothing else around though, apart from around here we've got Carolina just up ahead. Anyway, much better last night. We had a good sail and we managed to make a decent amount of distance to the west. Wind's been sort of northwesterly and pushing us along quite nicely at about sort of between 4 and 6 knots in the right direction. So we're all feeling a bit more cheerful. So a bit of breakfast now. Mark's just woken up. And then we'll crack on. Hopefully I can get a bit of a snooze this morning as well, although I don't feel too bad at the moment. Actually had a pretty good sleep last night. Obviously 2 hours on, 2 hours off overnight, and then 4 hours on, 4 hours off during the day. And it works quite well. There's our Wendy the wind pilot, doing quite well. Overnight it dropped down to about 4 or 5 knots of breeze and she struggled a little bit with that, and I hand steered for maybe half an hour or so. She probably would have coped with it, to be quite honest with you, if I'd actually spent the time fiddling, getting it set up, but it didn't do me any harm to spend half an hour on the helm. Here's my lovely new furling Genoa. It's made out of a cruise laminate sail material. So big thanks to Peter at Solent Sails, because it's a nice sail actually. It really rolls up well without too much bagginess in it. I think the Harken furler helps because it's got a top and bottom swivel. A lot of them only have top swivel, but by having a bottom swivel it actually takes a bit of belly out of the sail as the first wrap before it then pulls the rest of the sail in, if that makes sense. Foam luff also helps, of course, just to get the belly out of the sail. It's partially filled, but fully out at the moment. We're in about 10 knots, 12 knots of breeze, so it's bimbling along nicely. One of my additions that I put on for the trip, just to see how we go. Solar panel that I acquired for not a lot of cash, in fact none at all, but it appears to work quite well. It can push out up to sort of 1.5 amps, so it makes it quite a useful addition, given that we're running on LED lights at the masthead and also internally. We don't use a lot of power actually. The main thing that uses power at the moment is the VHF, so if that solar panel was sitting in the sunlight all day and all, well obviously not all night, but if it was in the sun all day, it would produce enough power that we could be completely self-sufficient. I think for the actual race next year we'll have a bit more kit running with the AIS transponder and other bits and bobs, but certainly it's a useful addition. Looking good, Mark.
Little taster.
Are we going to? Yummy. Are we going to use those white bats?
Yeah, just dug them out.
Nice one. Hello, Mark.
Hello all. Hello.
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 It's Monday evening. It's about 9:30, and it's not quite dark yet, but the sun's almost going down. And Mark's about to go off watch and have a little snooze. I've just been down for a snooze and feel a little refreshed. Going along quite nicely. We're just south of the Scillies now, and got a reasonable breeze, about 10 to 12 knots true from the northwest or west of northwest. Quite flat to sea, as you can see. It's not too bad. All we've really got is the swells which are coming in across the Atlantic, which are probably about, difficult to tell really, but I reckon the tip to trough they're about 1.5 meters or so, 4 to 5 feet I guess, which is fine when you're going down them because you speed up nicely, and then you hit the next one and you sort of slow down as the boat pulls itself up the other side of the swell. That's a bit seesawy, but there we go. That's what it's going to be for the next day or so as we make our way out to our turning point. So, how are you, Mark?
Very well, thank you. We had a lovely, lovely dinner. Courtesy. It wasn't Gordon Ramsay tonight. It was from Chez Frenchie's kitchen. Very nice lasagna and garlic bread indeed. Very nice.
Very tasty. Very tasty.